Hey everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood Gandalf. Welcome back to another video. Today's video, much like the video that I will also probably go up at about the same time as this, is the Death Gear Guide. Now this is going to be a gear guide from level 1 to about 149, and the 150 gear video will be an entirely separate video. But I just wanted to separate these videos so that people who don't have a max level death and aren't looking for my personal build are going to be able to get some normal tips. Let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? We are here at the bazaar, and I will cover basic tips in an entirely separate video. But here at the bazaar, you're going to want to get some level 1 through 30 gear. Now, if you weren't able to watch the fire gear guide, what you're going to want to do is that you're going to click level twice to get your max level, and then click school, and you're going to want to find the best gear, which is usually going to be health early on until about level 20, at which point at level 20 you can start to get damage, and you want to wait until you can get closed fist damage, as open fist damage is not very useful at all. It is a flat damage versus a compound percentage damage. So you're going to want to do that across your robes, your wands, and your rings, athames, amulets, all that. You won't be able to get any damage off your athames and rings until about level 50 or so, but we'll cover that in a little bit. At the point of getting to level 30, now, for those of you who have already watched the Fire Gear Guide, this is going to sound a little bit more familiar. You're going to want to walk over here to Cyclops Lane. Now, there's a quest that you're going to get at about level 30. The quest is going to be from Cyrus Drake, the Myth Teacher. Let's go ahead and go there, just in case because you have to grab the special quest from Cyrus Drake, or else you won't be able to do any of this gear farming that I'm about to show you. Sometimes loading screens can take a little bit longer during anniversary, so be careful with it. But you would go over here to the School of Myth, to this bald man named Cyrus Drake, the Myth Professor. He can be a bit harsh sometimes, but you would go here and you would talk to him, and he would have a quest at about level 30. No, not at about at level 30, and he'll send you, and you're going to want to complete that quest. That quest will take you to going to a place called Mount Olympus, where you're going to get the best level 30 gear you can, which is the Zeus gear. You can also settle for the Senator's gear if you don't want to farm as long, but I would recommend getting at least a piece of Senator's gear for each part of your primary pieces, being your hat, your robes, your boots. And then there's also going to be a wand drop from here called the Sky Iron Hosta. The Sky Iron Hosta you're going to be using until about level 102. That wand is phenomenal. It not only allows you to start with a power pip, it also allows you to get 10% damage, which at that early of a level is insane. At which point, you're going to head back out. Once you have that level 30 gear, you're going to go ahead and continue questing, and you're just going to be going on your merry way until about level 60. Now, at level 60, we're going to go ahead and head over to the bazaar again. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys there. The bazaar at about level not 60, level 58. Level 58, you can make some massive upgrades. The massive upgrades that you can make here are going to be at the bazaar, and these are going to be in preparation for farming other pieces of gear at Waterworks, which is another dungeon. But you're going to follow the same exact thing. You're going to click usable, you're going to double click level, you're going to click school, you're going to head over to level 58, and you're going to want to pick up the Eclipse cover. These should still be here, as they are sold quite frequently by higher level characters, and they are kept in circulation in the bazaar for this purpose of making it easier for when people are leveling up the Eclipse cloak and the Eclipse clogs. The reason why is they give you good damage, power pip chance, health, and some other stats of resistances. As far as the athames, you're going to finally be able to get some damage on that, get some extra damage, as well as at this point you're going to want to start working on a pet. That will be an entirely separate video, as pets are quite complicated. But you're going to want to look through. It'll probably end up being in the universals, but there should be some damage athame in here. There may not be at the moment. Oh, there's one. You're going to want to grab something like this that has both damage and power pip chance. You're going to want to do the same for the rings. And then at level 60, you're going to be keeping these rings and athames. You're going to be keeping the wand still. And you're going to be heading over to Triton Avenue for another side quest, for a side dungeon. You're going to be heading over to what we know as Waterworks. Now, this dungeon, you're going to want to drop by my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/thefladnag. Let me know you're doing it, because I love to help people doing this dungeon. If I'm not doing something else, I'll let you know as it is. But you're going to want to come to this guy right here, Blad Raveneye. And at Blad Raveneye, he'll give you a quest to go take care of the water pressure down below. The water pressure down below being down here in Crab Alley, which is over here. If you have not done the side quest for the side world, for the little side area in Wizard City, you don't need to worry about it. You'll be able to access it regardless. And you just walk over here at level 60, and you're going to want to use this gear from here. Now, for death, it should be called the Hangman's Hood, the Hangman's Robe, and the Hangman's Boots. You're going to want to use this gear until about level 100, at which point we're going to go to our last upgrade location until level 150. Besides the bazaar, you're going to, well, no, I misspoke. You're going to get a side quest at level 100, but before that, now I've already shown you guys how to get to Aquila. So Aquila, by this point, you're going to want to have done all of the parts of Aquila for this, but you're going to want to go, much like in the Fire Gear Guide, I nearly got ahead of myself. You're going to want to go ahead and go grab, let me go ahead and use this teleport tapestry. You're going to want to grab the Blade of the Felled Titan and the Alpha and Omega Ring. The Alpha and Omega Ring is in a secret boss in here, which if you want to see where it is, you can go ahead and look at the Fire Guide, or you can go in there yourself. It is in the part where you do the puzzle, the rock, paper, scissors puzzle. It is right behind it. It is the little pit, and then you've got the secret boss over here. I think you guys can see my mouse, yeah. Over here in Tartarus, so in order to do Tartarus, you're going to have to do Poseidon, aka Atlantia. And then you'll do this, and you can do the secret boss, which right off spawn, you just go straight left, basically, and there should be a little grate there. And that will get you your Blade of the Felled Titan here, and the Alpha and Omega Ring over there at Mount Olympus. You're going to want to grab those at level 90, and you're going to use those until you get your level 100 Athame, possibly, from Darkmoor, at which point you'll use those basically until level 150, is the way that I like to personally run it. So you go to Castle Darkmoor, which I will show you how to get to once I get in there. It is a lot simpler to just teleport in. I apologize, but basically you go here to underneath the waterfall to Darkside, and then you would walk over here once you've done the quest from Dworgen in the Death School. Malistaire has challenged you to another rematch duel. You would go in here. This is where you could possibly get that tier 2 amulet that's so good with Pierce. And then you would go here to get all of your Malistaire. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. You would go here to get all of your Malistaire gear at level 100. And once you have this, you should be good to ride all the way until that other video of the level 150 death gear. Well, I hope that gear guide wasn't too complicated, and I hope it was easy to follow. If you liked the video, go ahead and smash that like button and the subscribe button. And until the next adventure, I'll be seeing you.